you may know, my 2-month stay in Hawaii has officially ended, and unfortunately it's time to go back home. And because the trip from Hawaii to New York is a long one, I decided to break it up and take a quick detour to California, which is basically the halfway point. Now, I didn't just pick California arbitrarily just because it's California or that it's the halfway point, but I actually had some business there. Work, actually. I don't have much time, but I figured I'd give you an update on where I am. I am here in San Diego to visit my office for the first time and meet my coworkers, which is really exciting, but I have not had much time between Hawaii and coming here and being able to be in an office and work. So this is an interesting transition. It's been less than 24 hours since I left Surf Break Hawaii, and I am admittedly in a scramble. Currently on my way to the lobby to get picked up by one of my coworkers, Riley. He seems like a cool dude, so should be excited. I have to say that it feels so weird to be back in an office, and I definitely have an ick already, like within the first 5 minutes of getting in. I'm like, I have to stay here for like 8 more hours. I don't have to stay here for 8 more hours, but considering the amount of meetings that I have, I might actually do that. Okay, so I just finished all of my meetings for the day, as well as lunch with the team. Gotta say, it's really nice being able to have small talk or non-work related conversations with my teammates. I think it does help with the bonding a little more, although you do have to commute to have that experience. Yeah, my teammates are pretty much exactly how I imagined them to be, and it's pretty great getting to meet them in person. Most of my day has been preoccupied with working that I haven't had time to still reflect on how I was in Hawaii literally a day ago and I said goodbye to some of my really close friends. Even waking up without them has felt a little weird. And I spoke about this with Big Daddy Joe, and he was telling me, like, this is a pretty crazy experience that I just went through. Not many people can go through that, and I feel extremely fortunate and privileged to have been able to live in Hawaii for a couple months. I'm not going to process everything overnight, and it's going to take a few days or a few weeks for me to just get enough sleep. And of course, when I was talking to him, he had some really good words of advice, so I'm going to share them with you. Last night, I texted him and he literally goes, "Review photos and videos for the past few months. Go through all the feelings about people, Surf Break, and Hawaii. Rethinking about who you are, what you need in your next chapter, and keep living your best life." May take a few days or a few weeks to digest all of this. My first morning in Seattle was like, why am I here? One thing I will say though is I'm definitely excited to take some time away, revisit my old life, and see how things change from there, because it does almost feel like a dream in a way now that I read it again. This is my office, by the way. This is the conference room that we use to have our team meeting. I say team, but it was literally only the 3 of us. There are only 3 people in the office today, and my boss just left. Moving out, we have, pretty corporate looking offices, a nice little common room, but it's so empty right now. It's just me. Do I miss being in an office? Not really. I'm very okay with this. Like, literally, I was trying to figure out how to use the coffee machine earlier this morning, and I couldn't tell you when the last time the filter was changed. It could have been a few days, a few weeks, maybe a few months. It's kind of nasty if you think about it. I can tell when Hawaii life has clearly rubbed off on me, when it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but I saw that I am less than 2 miles away from a beach from my hotel, and now I want to go on a run to the beach. It's like I never left Hawaii. Just had a dinner with the coworkers, and that ended up being a lot of fun. But you know, a night isn't over until I get dessert. So before Hawaii, I don't think I've ever gotten boba on such a consistent basis because of the amount of calories and money that it would cost over time. But ever since I've left Hawaii, I don't think that I could stop that routine, at least while I'm still out and about, because I feel like I'm still on vacation. So I got a boba. It's kind of interesting because it's a blue sky tea. I forget there's no significance behind the blue other than it looks blue. So old habits die hard. Finally back at the hotel, enjoying the solitude once again. Guys, it's so weird being alone now after having 30 roommates, but it is strangely relaxing, and it's 10 p.m. and I might be able to go to bed and sleep 8 hours, at least 8 hours before my workday tomorrow. Man, all of this actual self-care is just foreign to me after such a crazy 2 months. Also, just a side note, I've clearly made myself quite comfortable in this hotel room. I've been here for only 24 hours and I have stuff lying around everywhere. I need to be a bit more clean around here. Good morning, guys. It is now 9 a.m., which means the workday has already started, but I need to check out of the hotel. I still have quite a bit of packing to do, so that's the plan. So today's a pretty chill day in the office once again. Not a lot of work because it's Friday, and I think everyone's more or less winding down. It's really just hanging out, enjoying the San Diego weather in an air-conditioned space. I mean, it's actually pretty sunny this time, so.
You figured that coffee machine out?
I did. Do you want some? There's some coffee.
I still have some more in here.
Dude.
But I couldn't figure that thing out.
You couldn't?
I could, it was just, I didn't.
I think there's still some left in there.
Is there? Maybe I'll
Yeah,
grab some
I
more.
want to pour some. Do you want to be in my vlog?
Sure.
Anything.
Work really hard. Graham Stephan, black and white.
Yeah.
I have work to do.
Everyone say hi to my coworker, Riley.
Hello, internet.
He does things on his computer like me.
Mm-hmm. Smash keys.
What do you want to tell the people out there? What's one piece of advice you'd give to a 20-something-year-old?
I would focus on the now. Don't get too hung up on your future, because if you never focus on the present, then you're always living for the future. I don't know.
Living for the future. Hey, you know, that's pretty good advice.
At a certain point, I felt like my first job was really all about setting myself up for the future, and then at a certain point I was like, okay, you've been working really hard for all these years, you studied really hard, all that, when are you going to let yourself enjoy all that hard work? And
in your 30s.
In your 30s. Yeah, but then you get to your 30s and you're like, oh man.
It's not enough. That's true.
Wait until I get to my 40s, man.
Yeah.
Or you've set a certain standard of living. You've taken out a massive mortgage and a big car payment, and you can't afford to have the flexibility to sacrifice wages.
Right.
So I'd say define the life you want to live earlier rather than later.
You can't put your happiness, or you can't leave your happiness in the future, basically.
Well said.
It's all about the journey, enjoying the journey.
It is. That's exactly what it is. I think that people focus on the destination
That's so
far too much.
that's so on brand with our company. I think
Is
one of our slogans is enjoying the journey.
That's true.
Goodbye, San Diego office. Goodbye. We're done. It's the weekend. How was the day in the office, Riley?
Oh, it was good. Good to be back in. Get to, collaborate,
Create synergy.
ideate.
So where are we about to go? Some sort of park?
We gotta go to Balboa Park, which is a big outdoor space in San Diego.